Hey everybody, I just want to come back on here and do another chat about the Mova Z60. After having some time to let it run in the house, we're just going to let it run around here and give us some thoughts, specifically around pet friendliness, tackling pet hair, and how it navigates in the house situation that we have it running in. Right here is Kevin, our golden retriever. As you can imagine, if you're not familiar with golden retrievers, they shed a lot. We have a lot of dog hair. Previous to using a robot vacuum, I was running the vacuum cleaner about every day to keep the house pet hair free. Eventually switched to a more basic robot vacuum that didn't have a docking station. Was, such a hassle to keep that thing up and running, emptying it daily, etc. Then in November, we upgraded to the P10 Ultra, also from Mova. Fantastic upgrade. Keeps up with the dog hair, and mopping automatically has been great. But then I decided I would like to try a roller style mop, because this is especially going into springtime, the muddy season, having a dog in the house. Kevin tracks a lot of mud in. The roller mop does a marked improvement with the amount of dirt that it picks up as it runs around the house. As you can see here, on a normal basis, the floors that we run our Z60 on are all hard floors. We have tile and LVP. The tile floor is typically very difficult for us to clean. It is a textured stone tile. I haven't really found any perfect solution to keeping it clean, but having run the Z60 in the last 60 days, I really think it's been the best that we've found as far as a manual mop or an automatic mop. Just running that daily and getting that dirt up off the floor has made a huge improvement in the cleanliness of the tile. It does a great job with the hallways. The side brush extends in all of the corners, picking up all the dirt. I found that the extending mop also has made a nice improvement. It extends against the walls, especially on the straight runs, keep picking up any dirt that we come across. Now, I typically run the vacuum always in mop or vacuum, then mop. I find that with the amount of dog hair that we are picking up and dirt that we're picking up off the floors, that running the vacuum first, vacuuming up that hair, vacuuming up that dirt, typically is a better result, because the roller mop is wider than the vacuum port, and it will tend to pick up more of that dog hair, more of that dirt. I really don't know what the long-term implications of that would be, because I haven't really run the Z60 in any other configuration, just from my experience with past robot mops and vacuums. Keeping that moisture off the ground while the vacuum is running, you don't really have to worry about damp dust or damp dirt getting up inside, gumming up your rollers, or your mop getting overly gummed up with any dog hair or anything like that. So that's just something that I recommend in a house that has a lot of dog hair or a lot of dirt in particulates on the floor. But overall, as you can see from these clips with Kevin in them, he's not overly bothered by the vacuum. He just lays around, doesn't typically mind it. It's quiet enough that it runs all day long while I work from home. I also run a second robot vacuum, the P10 that we had previously. I run it upstairs simultaneously. Both vacuums can run while I work. I don't hear them, don't bother me at all. And I love that I'm able to check in on them remotely via the app if I do hear a bump, or one of them has any issue before I disrupt my day to go check on it. But it's just such a luxury in the home to just end your workday with clean floors, that it's 10 out of 10 something I recommend in any home, to have a robot vacuum running well, especially if you're working from home and you have the opportunity to check on it and things like that during the day. But if you're gone and you want to go check on it, or you want it to run while you're gone, the Movas are great because you can check remotely via the app, check the camera as it's running, see if it's encountered any obstacles or anything that you hadn't planned. For the past 30 days that I've been running the Z60, I've had no downtime, no issues, haven't had to change anything out. It's been running perfectly. I don't always run it on a schedule, because with two small children in the house, there is a lot of clutter, a lot of things on the floor. So I do typically like to pick up manually before it runs. So typically in the morning, as long as I have time, I'll pick up the floors, make sure there's not an abundance of toys or obstacles, and then manually initiate the vacuum to run on both floors. But I have used the scheduled feature in the past. I think that it's a great feature. It works. It's wonderfully. Maybe a little bit better if you're someone who doesn't have a lot of toys or obstructions on the floor on a regular basis. But these are just some of my initial thoughts on the vacuum. I think it does a fantastic job with everything that we've thrown at it, and especially in our busy, messy home. And I would recommend it to anyone who wants to give it a try.